The spoiled little girl says, "Oh, another new maid." She spills juice on the floor and shouts, "Hurry up, clean it now. I want it done today." The maid gently says, "I don't think a small girl should talk like that." The girl gets angry and throws a vase on the floor. At that moment, her mother walks in and asks, "What happened?" The maid replies, "Madam, your daughter broke another vase." The mother shouts, "Don't talk to my daughter like that. Remember, you're just a maid." Then she turns to the driver and says, "Carlos, take my daughter's things to her room." She looks at the maid and warns, "And you, don't you dare talk to my husband. I'm the one who pays you. Understand?" The maid quietly says, "Yes, madam, but the father has seen everything." The mother takes her daughter and leaves the room. A little later, the maid brings juice for the girl. The spoiled girl says angrily, "Who put these ugly sheets here?" The maid answers, "I did, madam." The girl screams, "I don't like them. They're horrible. I want the lilac ones." Then she pours the juice all over the sheets. The maid says, "You shouldn't have done that. I'll tell your father." Right then, the mother walks in and shouts, "You will not tell anyone? Do you hear me?" The maid replies softly, "Yes, madam." The mother says proudly, "My daughter is an angel. Now go to the kitchen." The maid leaves quietly. The little girl turns to her mother and says, "Mom, I'm tired of this. Tell me, when are we going to get rid of her?" Her mother answers, "Don't worry, dear. We'll do the same thing we did to the last one." The girl then goes to her father's room, takes his expensive watch, and goes back to the kitchen with her mother. The mother says to the maid, "My room is dirty. Go clean it." When the maid leaves the kitchen, the girl secretly puts the watch into the maid's bag. Then she and her mother leave. That evening, when the father comes home, he looks for his watch but can't find it. His wife says, "I don't know anything about it." Then the girl says, "Daddy, I saw the maid put something shiny into her bag." The man checks the maid's bag and the watch is inside. The maid is accused of stealing and gets fired. A few days later, a man from the bank comes and says, "Sir, you're behind on your loan payments. We have to take your house, your cars, and your jewelry. You'll have to leave your home." The wife starts crying. The family moves to a small rented room. When the wife sees the maid there, she shouts, "What is she doing here?" Her husband says, "She came to help us until I can earn money again." The next day, the husband and the maid cook food together so the wife and daughter can sell it at the market. When he tells his wife this, she yells, "Are you crazy?" He calmly says, "No, if we want to eat, we must work." The spoiled girl cries, "But Dad, our clothes are dirty." The father says, "Sell the food and then you can buy new clothes." The mother and daughter try to sell the food, but no one buys anything. They complain to the husband. He says, "If you sell with kindness and respect, people will buy." The next day, they follow his advice, and this time they succeed. They become happy. Later, the wife says to the maid, "I'm sorry for how we treated you before. I've told my husband the truth. I took the watch." The maid smiles and says, "It's okay. These things happen." The wife asks, "But why did you still help us?" The maid answers, "Because humanity is the most important thing." The wife says, "Thank you, Antonia. We're truly sorry." The maid replies, "It's all right, madam. What matters is that you learned your lesson." One day, the husband takes his wife and daughter somewhere and asks them to close their eyes. When they open them, they are shocked to see their own house. The truth is, Antonia was not really a maid. She was the husband's business partner. The husband had planned the fake loss to teach his wife and daughter that pride and money are not everything. In the end, both the wife and daughter feel ashamed and sincerely apologize. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.